Hello everyone and welcome to, oh gosh, whichever episode this is of Wildermyth. We're into campaign number 2, and I want to say it's like episode 8 or... No, it's episode 6 of this one. Yes, episode 6 of this campaign, and where we left off last time was right near the end of Act 4 of the campaign, and I believe that at the end of Act 4 is going to bring some significant changes, because unless I am misremembering, Blah is likely to retire on that day, or when we wrap up. I'm just looking to see, because it was occurring to me that we've built some passes here and there, and I was just looking to see, do we need to have any more? Secure Zari Tower. Did we never secure the tower? Oops. And, oh gosh, you know what? I kind of want to recruit somebody. We have our next 48 days until a calamity card. Where's everybody going? Where's Jägermeister headed? I think they're headed down here. And then we could establish a tannery. Yeah, I kind of want to do these things. So, oh yeah, and like a bridge right here. Yeah, so we're going to delay slightly because I spent all of the last episode on the belief that this was Act 5, and it is in fact Act 4. So we've got a whole other act happening after this. Hello to Caryluna. Caryluna, I hope you've had a nice Monday. Yeah, so I want to do a couple things here. We're going to redirect. Now, remind me... I think it's Morthagi that took the wisdom, I want to say. Let's go to Morthagi. Let's double check. Wisdom. Yeah, now one thing we want to be careful not to do is delay too much, because our characters are getting a little on in age, aren't they? So, yeah, can we build a bridge here? Bridge. Yes. And then I'd also love to have a pass right here. I think the pass takes longer, so can we send Morthagi over there, because he's going to get a huge bonus for that. And you know what, Brian and Moo can help out, and that should make it fairly quick. Okay, and now everybody relax. And now the other thing I'd like to do is to have the others maybe make a tannery. Yeah, Morthagi is... Well, see, now I need to remember who's not going there. So Doc, Ronan, and Jägermeister could come over here. Doc, Ronan, Jägermeister. Oh, no, wait, they could actually build the river right here. Because look how inconvenient it is to get through here. All right, let's, new plan. Let's get started. Doc, Ronan, Jägermeister. And I think Glomdy, I'm not sure that Glomdy has a thing that they're doing right now. So let's add Glomdy on there as well. This map is established in a way where it's like it's very difficult to get around some of these places. Oh, hold on. Doc has come into possession of a powerful artifact. Hello to Markintosh. Markintosh, I hope you're having a great Monday. Caroluna watched a certain someone playing South Park, so yeah. Was that... I assume that was here, just because who else is playing a 2014 game in 2022? But, yeah, if you were watching the VOD, I hope you had a good time with it. Okay, so let's hit the opportunity. Okay, some music is coming up. Oh, wandering stranger, come hide from the moon. The barrels are full and the fiddle's in tune. I'm not singing on behalf of Glomdy. Come ask the barkeep for a bowl, cup, and spoon. We'll dance you to sleep, or we'll drink until noon. And that was a great song. I don't know why they're sort of like glum about it. What's wrong? No songs in you? Here, the chorus is better. Glomdy glances at a gleam. Doc realizes the dagger in his hand is flashing with the mixed light of moon and fire. Oh, it's nothing, it's... Though he clutches it away, his friend has already gotten a good look. It's got the mark of Oldwain. It's too late to deny it. The vision of the blade, once beheld, can never be forgotten. Oh, Glomdy. The rippling edge is oddly arresting. The Oldwain family's grim crest glares, graven into the hilt. I didn't mean to let you see it, but what I intend seems to weigh little in its gravity. Oh, hello to Azaric! Azaric, Monday has been going, it was a productive day. I'm very glad to be home. I hope that you've had a good Monday as well. Was yesterday your last day off? Is it back to work now? I really enjoyed getting to watch as much of your Lost Ark streams as I could. Those were good fun. The Gunlancer seems like a very fun class. Darkness is in every heart already, right? No evil magic required for that. But this blade somehow makes that darkness grow, until it kills, my only friend from way back. Anyway, she passed it to me. According to legend, this weapon, the Oath of Oldwain, was made by the last persecuted Oldwain mystic. I assume that's him, with his skeletal arm. It was made for vengeance, to cause suffering. It ruined a whole age of our land, shattered what generations had built. So now, I need to make sure that doesn't happen again. That's where we're headed, isn't it? To destroy that thing. Do you still want to come along? I know it's dangerous. I intended to slip away once we got close. So we're definitely going to do it, though. You're not scaring me off, Doc. Sounds like you'll need a friend. So, that looks like a pretty good crew, I gotta say. Doc, Glomdy, and Brian. Yeah. Let's go. And then once the bridge is done, they'll be able to go help with the pass. Okay, so a new Calamity card has been drawn. Are there any here that we want to take away? The Spectic 3 looks like something that we probably don't want to deal with. The others, I don't, we can just have those on there. I don't care about those. Or I care less about those things. Azric says, yes, went back to work today. Like you got a lot done, but happy to be home. And Carynne is saying, I was too, Markintosh. Oh, wait, Markintosh had said, I was still playing Farm Sim 13 last year. And that's to what Carynne is saying, I was too, since that's where I started. So I went back to that before I went to Farming Sim 22. Yeah, I go back and play old games all the time. Like, it's not just like a thing for stream. I play games at an unhurried enough pace that it's very easy for me to have a lot of games from previous years that I just haven't had a chance to do. All right, so they're still building the bridge. Yeah, wait, why did we pause? We're good, right? Oh, it was the Calamity card. Okay, the bridge is built. So let's have these guys come over and assist with the pass. This is somewhat different than I was expecting to do. Yeah, these guys can come and help. Yes. I thought that this episode was going to start immediately with, let's go to the final battle, but I feel like prepping the map and building some infrastructure is a good use of our time. Doc leads Glomdy onto the ancestral lands of the Oldwain family. The Oldwain legend is a rich well of villains for Velek storytellers, a group of questionably related kinsfolk living in a secluded manner, practicing dark crafts. It had to be a swamp, didn't it? No wonder these people were so morbid. Come on, it's better if we stick close. Oh, Glomdy found a little turtle frog and leaves it behind. Goodbye. It's not so bad when you've got thick enough stones. Only bad for visitors, which is probably what they intended. You're still in the swamp, though. Soon they're within a proper ruin, with towers half sunk and many of them tumbled. We're looking for a forge? There's a stairwell. And there you go. You sure this is right? This is how you unmake the thing? Here, take the torch. Glomdy's family does love fire. As Doc draws the dagger, the Oath of Oldwain, the eyes over the forge begin to glow. The forge roars awake, vomiting hot coals. But like the dagger itself, the glowing embers arrest his eyes. And then he sees two futures in the flames. Doc. In one, he sees himself aged and alone, still fighting the same long losing battles he's embroiled in today. In the other, he's not much older than he is now. He's used the power of the dagger to bring peace to those he loved. Oh, look, there's Moo. Perhaps he should wield it. It would change him, but not immediately. In the meantime, think of all the good he could accomplish for his friends and for this world. It would doom him to isolation. But wasn't he already isolated? Ooh, oh no. This has got to be a chat vote. Okay, you guys, you've all been here. You've heard the stakes. Now it's time for chat to vote. So we're going to do a poll, as we like to do. Wait, will I go? What should Doc do? Question mark. Destroy the dagger or keep the dagger. And we will give everybody a minute. Let's actually give it 2 minutes, just in case like people are still coming in, because it's very early into the stream here. So we'll actually run that one for 2 minutes. Yeah, I play old games all the time. Gosh, like not only old games, but like from old systems. There's nothing more important to me on a new console generation than backwards compatibility, because every console generation brings with it the knowledge that there's 35 games from the previous generation that I had wanted to play, and in most cases own. Like, we'll have them here waiting to be played, and there's been no greater boon for focusing on the backlog than streaming. When the hot new game comes out and there's 100 million people playing it, I often, not always, in fact there's one I can think of this year that I might play right at release, but I'll often wait, because I figured like all the super big streamers, the people that draw thousands of viewers, they're all going to be playing that for however long it is that they play that, and anyone that's interested in seeing the game will be able to see it that way. But who would, like, in 2022, if you wanted to see South Park: The Stick of Truth, is that like a hot game on Twitch? Probably not. So if somebody's been curious about it, or they remember it fondly, and maybe they want to see somebody like playing it for the first time, that seems like a cool way to go about it. That said, I always just play whatever I feel like, and I've noticed that like Caryluna, Salamander, Mia, Centrifugal Force, Drienne, all approach it the same way. You know, I will almost always focus on doing a full playthrough of something, but even then I've always reserved the right to say I just don't enjoy this, so I'm gonna stop. Fortunately, it's very uncommon. Turns out video games are pretty fun. I really have a good time with them most of the time. So we're into the final seconds of the poll, and it is, I can't wait to see. Oh no! It was a perfect tie. Okay, that means that we have to flip our coin. I call it the two-face coin because one of the sides is so inexplicably defaced that you couldn't tell if it's heads or tails. So before I go, this is why I only play PC. If an old game, this is Caroluna, if an old game doesn't work, there'll be an emulator where it does. No need to worry about hardware. I will say that in this current generation, like, to maybe just like one last thing before I flip this coin. For me, backwards compatibility isn't like a checkbox. It's not like, oh, that's kind of cool and it's nice to know that I could. No, for literally the first couple years of a console generation, I'm only using the new hardware to play the old software. It's very important to me. So if you are out there designing hardware like, oh, does anybody really care? Oh, believe me, we do. Okay, coin flip time. Oh, well, it fell on heads, so we are going to destroy the dagger. I tried to catch it, but... Alright, destroy the dagger. The dagger meets the forge and instantly melts. The coals jump and fly. Frigid air fills the room, snuffs the torch. And then, an apparition takes shape. Look, there it is. Is it truly done? You cast away that cursed blade of mine? Yours? The spirit resolves into the form of a man. I made it in vengeance to punish the world that that persecuted my family. So rashly done. You regret it, you mean?
The anger was cold in me long before the blood stopped running, but I'd set it in motion. Someone else would need to end it. I can't answer for all the pain it's caused, but to you, at least. The glow that surrounds the last Oldwayne mystic flares brightly for a moment. And he's gone. Where he stood lies what looks to be a bolt of fabric. At second glance, it's a cloak of ghostly weave. Doc bends and picks it up. You sure you want to touch that? Just got through destroying an evil artifact, didn't we? This feels different. Quarg! A bestial bellow echoes down the stairwell. It's gonna be a fight. Look how resigned they are to this, though. Wow. Okay. Okay. The Atonement of Oldwayne gives warding, which is a token of a point of magic armor, bonus damage, bonus potency. Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be. Oh gosh, it should be a Doc thing by all rights, but that would take away his bear strength cloak. And Glomdy was with him the whole time. And look what this does for Glomdy. Everything. It's really good for them. So yeah, we're gonna give this to Glomdy. Look how cool Glomdy looks now. Oh, I hope Glomdy gets to see this. That is a cool adventurer. All right, we got it. Claim. Markintosh says, playing old games is like watching old movies. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's new to you. And if you have seen it and it's one of your favorites, call it comfort food. Okay, the mush rocks. Whole body grinding together like a slate stack. Fungus wreaths it in the fumes of decay. Kill all enemies. Well, it's just the one. So, it's a pretty good crew for killing, I'd say. Now, what can this dude do? Shoulder Sledge, 1 damage, 8 range. Every other turn, Mushrock's charges, trampling scenery and knocking aside heroes, dealing 1 damage and hobbling. So it looks like that thing can probably charge in a line. So let's make sure that we do not arrange our heroes in a line. Now, that said, we are going to bring Brian up here, and we will set up Guardian. Now, Doc is very quick. Doc is going to come over here and then do a Silk Step. And then Glomdy can come over here. Hopefully this will prevent any of being in a line. And we can interfuse with some stuff like this tree, which would... And pinning them. Yes, it cannot charge us if it gets pinned. Let's do a Wild Grasp. It is pinned. This thing is so dead. Okay, so Brian... Yeah, Brian, why don't you come up here, and you can do Shield Shear. That's going to take off a bunch of that armor, followed by... Now, should Brian do a Heroism? Is it even necessary? I'm going to say that we should do it. Let's see if Brian can just kill this thing outright. Bye, Mushrocks. And Glomdy leveled up. So, since I don't think Glomdy is here just yet... Oh, and hello to Scrooge McDuck and Moo. Scrooge, very much enjoying your, Dying Light 2 streams. I hope that you continue with that. Speaking as someone who really, really, really likes story, I hear the story in that game isn't, like, the best aspect of it, but it seems like everything that I see is really good. I don't know, it looks like a quality thing. Scrooge is just checking in, can't stay long. No worries whatsoever, especially if you're off to stream. I will look forward to seeing it a little bit later. And Moo is saying, I'm here, but Goofy keeps breaking our internet. Uh-oh, what's he doing? Is it downloading torrents again? Is he on LimeWire? Downloading everything in Napster again. I bet that's what it is. Carolina is asking if Moo is still angry. Azri is saying hello to Moo, and Carolina is hiding. So, can Moo at least answer this on behalf of Glomdy? I love Glomdy's, like, mad face. Or, like, confident face. So, Glomdy could do plus 30% health, which would, match up with their dad in the game, being very fighterly. Plus 2 armor and plus 1 warding. That's no snout. Indignance, Glomdy's presence is charged against their foes, dealing 2 true damage to hostile creatures who enter adjacency with them for any reason. That seems pretty good. Or, interfuse range increased by 1.6. Withdraw becomes a free action. Well, we could go with any of these. Moo says, I took a nap while you took a nap, Caroluna, so no, I'm not mad anymore. Yeah, so, Moo, since Glomdy's not here, can you maybe answer on their behalf? Which of these upgrades do you think would be best for Glomdy? Moo says, except I could have not taken a nap and thus gotten more work done. Moo is incredibly busy, I've noticed. Just like, there's always such a stack of things that need to be done. I'm gonna have a quick drink here. All right. For some reason, I had very, very, very little to drink today. Like, I had like a coffee, and that was it. Moo isn't incredibly busy, just incredibly inefficient. I don't know. I feel like you get a lot done. And Moo is voting for... Hello to Zerder! Zerder, I hope that you've had a nice Monday. It's always a little bit interesting getting back into the work week. So, Moo is voting for Indignance. So... This is similar to what Jägermeister? Or is it? Yeah, I think it's Jägermeister has. But it's a super good ability. So Glomdy will just do straight up damage to anything that comes too close to them. Okay, and we've picked up Wilder Guard, which can only be worn by Brian and is what Brian is currently wearing. So instead, we're just going to straight up salvage it. Yes. You know something? I just happened to notice that Brian will retire at the end of the chapter, and we do not have any other warriors. So that's sort of a thing. Okay, a ring studded with a gem, +5 dodge. Well, gosh, there's so many retirements happening at the end of the chapter. We could give that to... Let's give that to Ronan. Wait, before we do that, Ronan takes him up to 59. Oh, hold on, it takes Glomdy up to 53. Yeah, Glomdy has the lowest dodge, so let's do that. Especially if now Glomdy has an incentive to move in close to enemies. They leave the Old Wayne estate behind to sink into the obliviating muck of time. You good? I'll be fine, just feeling sorry for... just all the suffering that gets buried in these stories we tell, and the ones we don't. It will be a while before they feel like talking again, but not so long. And by the morning of their return, they'll carry peace in their hearts. Look, they're singing again. Oh, hey, Doc Limitless. Hey, Doc Limitless has, gotten plus 10 years to his retirement age. So what do we want to do for Doc? Doc's not here, so let's think about it. Doc has coated his weapons in Quelling Moss. His physical attacks apply Poison 1. As an action, he can toss a flask of burning moss that applies Poison 1 to all units in the area. I think we might have to do that. It goes so well with his build. Hardiness, Doc's apply 2 hobbles to the enemy, or an upgrade to endurance. Increase from 2 armor, 1 warding to 3 armor and 2 warding. I think we have to do Quelling Moss. That's a brand new ability. We've never even seen it before. Doc coating all of his weapons in poison seems awesome. Okay. So, ... Let's have... What was this? Oh, yeah, repair the site. For sure. Okay, now let's come down here and build this up. We're basically repairing all the damage from last time. Oh, shoot, and a half. I needed to send somebody down here. So, yeah, because we need a warrior, guys. Like, it's kind of a thing. So, do we have a bard among us? I kind of don't feel like we do. Relationships, what's the abilities? Yeah, okay, so let's just take a look to see if anybody's a bard. Wait, he has a pet pinecone. Does he? Is this a thing? Have I forgotten about pet pinecone? Let's just take a quick look. Zerder finished the Empire reputation grind to unlock the Imperial Cutter today. Oh, is that in... That sounds like it is in... what is the name of the game that you're literally always playing? Thank you. Elite Dangerous? Or Elite Horizons, or whatever it's called these days. Is that that? Yeah, there's very little Imperial grinding happening on this side of the mic because I guess they deal in slaves, and that's a hard no. Everybody says the Imperial Cutter is like a super cool ship. Moo is scared that all my peeps are retiring. Yeah, well, not Doc anymore, but yeah, Brian is Brian's not gonna be with us after this act. Scrooge McDuck says the story seems decent so far. We're chasing a mad scientist looking for our sister. The environment and detail in the graphics is amazing in my opinion. Moo says, all my peeps, meaning everyone who's been together since the beginning of the campaign. Woohoo, keep Doc going, says Moo. Good lord, my character is looking old. Jaeger is looking a bit Gandhi-esque. Yeah, he has maintained the same sort of like shaved head the whole time. Sorry, I was looking to see, does anybody have... Who's the best to go, like, hire somebody? I think it might be Brian. But then again, yeah. Who do we want to do? Who do we want to send? Maybe Ronan? Ronan could make it there. Yeah, Ronan could make it there quickly, is the thing. So Ronan, you're up. Okay, so we've established the tannery. Let's finish this up. We're gonna redirect some Jägermeister and Moo. And... Oh wait, no, we want Mothoth, I would think. And then... Oh, look at this. Yeah, we will gather here with Moo. Arrived at Friendly Marsh. Yeah, well, Moo's just gonna have to chill out there for a second. Okay, the repair site is complete. Kettlemill Scales has been made habitable once again. It's probably just a waste of our energy. Okay, well that's good. So, just in case there's another incursion, which I wouldn't really expect, why don't we prepare defenses? That way we're not just waiting. Done. However, our actual goal is to get to this recruitment opportunity. Okay, so we're gonna have to decide who this is, but we're definitely going to bring them up. Or, let's look to see what we could pick from Legacy. Stormalander could join! So, here's the issue, here's the concern that I have with that. Stormalander didn't have a lot of time to, like, participate in the previous campaign, and now we're so close to the end of this one. Also, we very much need a warrior. So, yeah, we're going to, withdraw from that, but in our next campaign we're definitely going to have a much greater presence of legacy heroes for sure, because now we've got a deep pool to draw from. And hello to Mothoth. Mothoth, I hope that you've had a great weekend, and then also a great Monday. So bookish romantic is fine with me. Let's recruit this person, but then we're going to customize them. So let's do a recruit. Yes. Any good storytellers around here? Some can turn a good word. But our stories have grown stale and hold the attention of only the youngest and dullest these days. What we need is a fresh saga, heroism, drama, violence, and sacrifice. Neither broken hearts nor broken bodies dimming the lights of justice. Oh, did she move away? I think she edged away. And I know that I could bring them this gift, except
I don't have experience with any of those things. But, if I'd lived a life like yours... Well, why don't you? We'll train you up, and I can guarantee you'll have more material than you'll know what to do with. I've got some choice... That's not how you spell adjectives. Interesting. 4 Gorgons if you need any. So, definitely a warrior. Grrr! Okay, now, Ronan is going to help prepare the recruit. Done. And do we know how long that's going to take? 70 days! Ah! Well, we'll let them ride. Man. Is it too late to send Morthagi? Morthagi, how long are you... Morthagi would arrive in 59 days. I could send Doc Limitless, but that seems like a really far way away. The thing is, I want... Yeah, no, I want this person on the team before we do the next thing. 70 days, though. Yikes. Doc could make it there pretty quickly. But then we'd have to wait 40 days for Doc to come back, so we're just gonna let it ride. Carynne is saying it's just a typo. Yeah, very true. So... I don't know if there's anything else we can do with our characters. It's just have them hang out and enjoy each other's company. Well, we could come down here and, patrol, for sure. No, Brian, we're gonna need Brian. We're gonna need Brian. So, let's pull out Jägermeister, and we will bring Brian. All right. Okay, it just blinked a little bit. We're still live? Yeah, looks like it. I don't know what that was. Okay, so that clears the infestation or infection or whatever it's called. And how are we doing down here? We are 22 days remaining. Okay, so everybody just, you know, hang out, camp out, enjoy the woods, and recruit prepared. Okay, so who or what are we going to choose here? So we've got Wolf Call, Broad Swipes, or Blood Rage. I think for this person, we are going to go with Broad Swipes. And now we have to customize them. So, we've wanted a long time to have a character modeled after Centrifugal Force, so that's what we are going to do here. So let's go to... wherever we go for that. Okay, here we go. Force. And as far as I know, this is all correct. And we'll go to head and face. I'm actually, aside from the hair color... That's, I think, the thing that we have to change, because Force is more like that, I think. And then... yeah, I think Force has longer hair. I don't really know. That's kind of cool. That's kind of warrior-y. Oh, let's go with that. I like that. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go with that. And I usually like the warriors to be like grr and tall. I don't know how tall, like that tall. There we go. And anything else that we have to do? I don't think so. I don't think that we can change anything else. Oh, here we go. Oh. So I think that'll update once we hit done. And then we can read maybe the backstory. History. There we go. Supposedly a spell was laid over Force's ancestors. According to legend, the girls of each generation would be born knowing who they'd marry. Force never said whether this was true. Some of the best days were the quiet ones she spent with a young, sick herb grower living out his final days. Until the boy died, There were these things: simple meals, the warmth of a cabin, fire, compassion, and purpose. She always volunteered for the most perilous tasks. Folks often wondered whether she coveted glory or merely saw no way around it. All right, so done. All right, so now we're just going to attack. I don't think that force is going to be able to do anything, but we will bring her and Ronan. Stop it. What is all this? Ronan and force. And who else was this? Morthagi? I think it was. Nope. No, it was Jägermeister. Okay, no, Morthagi, you're staying here. Yeah. So here's our assault crew. Seems like a really good crew. Let's hit it. If only you knew what you were looking for. The split boulder north of Wildermyth Forge wasn't difficult to find. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but I am, says Moo. Okay, so Scrooge McDuck's got to take off. Have a good rest of your stream, and bye to everybody else. Scrooge, thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully you have a great evening, and we'll see you again real soon. Okay, everybody's going into the split boulder. The sunlight. If this is my last glimpse of it, I want it to be a good one. Uh-oh, look. There's like a Morthagi there. Psst. Stop. Put your weapons down. It's me. Gwynvia? What have they done to you? This will take longer to explain than we can afford. Would you like the short version or the extremely short version? Short's probably... Glomdy leans in. Extremely short, please. Well, it turns out you can put a human soul into a specialized Morthagi body. The combination of mechanism and magic is novel in that extremely short. I really, really like it. Arlem here. They've kept an enclave of these folks ticking for a long time, but due to an disagreement... Oh, I remember this dude's voice at the beginning of their endeavor. The Morthagi you are familiar with have been created with the singular mission of destroying them. Us, now, I suppose.
They've been relentless in hunting us down, denying us resources.
To the point of destroying entire towns?
But if we can take back our stronghold here, we can deal them a great blow. Lead us, let us lead you to the heart room, and I'll explain further. We're not beings of war ourselves, but if you can cut down the Morthagi along the way, thunk, I can lock the doors once we get there to buy us some time. We won't be able to clear them all out at first. Focus on moving forward.
Wait, Bellhops, we've never fought these guys. Steam hissing from its torso, it has a surprisingly strong grip for its diminutive form. We've got a groundskeeper. Patient legs trundle its towering chambers around. Acrid vapors cloud that turn eyes to swamp, minds to haze. We've got some upgrades to the Watchman Spectic. Pardon me, now I'm hiccuping. And Weldling. Morthagi will keep coming. Escort Arlem to the central room. Arlem must survive. I'd submit everybody must survive. Okay, so we have some new enemies that will be coming in here, and we got to get all the way in here, which I bet we can do it. It's just sort of like, what's the best path? So, usually,
We want to lead with Brian, or at least have a sense for where Brian can go, but it looks like Brian can't make it all that far. So... oh God, do we want to use heroism so early? Let's see what kind of damage we can knock in. Let's bring Moo over here. Wait, Brian. Oh, now Brian can move closer. Yeah, so actually now, let's bring Brian here. And then Brian's going to light a fire. Right there. Yeah, right there. To give Moo ember arrows. And then Moo says, wow, thanks, Brian. And takes her bow. And pretty much... well, I guess this is our best shot. Boo! Okay. Well, Brian, still, we're going to keep Brian available for doing more stuff. Let's get Doc. Oh, gosh, you know what just occurred to me? Can we even poison these guys? They're like automatons. Moo says, I have to take the biggest bug to an appointment, so I'll be away from chat for a while. Okay, Moo, have a safe and good trip, and we will see you later on. So, yeah, he doesn't even have we can throw a knife. Schwamp. Okay, but now we're gonna switch back and then do Silk Step to turn invisible. Okay. Now, Glomdy has the brand new ability of doing true damage to anything that they get too near to. Let's have Glomdy come up here behind Brian. And then we're going to do an interfuse, discus, or splinter blast. Yeah, splinter blast seems real good. Because these guys are all bundled up together. We don't want to hit Doc, but we can do this. Boy, I should have opened with that, because then Moo would have had a cleaner shot on all those guys. Now, Mothoth, can you... yeah. Oh, whoops. That was Mothoth's whole turn. I moved too far. All right. I kind of want Gwynvia and Arlem to stay back. So who do we have left? We've got Brian. So, we'll probably just set up a heroism, I'd say. If they try to come in... oops! Not heroism. I'm so sorry. That was... I meant to do Guardian. Oh, well. We're committed now. Hit him. Yeah, I'd say that was a pretty good hit. Brian just one-shotted 3 of them. Let's make a pact to tell him about that when he gets here. All right, so now I feel a lot better about bringing up Arlem. Oh, Arlem can also do a Guardian. And Gwynvia, who has a crush move. Strikes with their stone arm, knocking the foe to another tile and dealing additional damage equal to the distance marked back. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll just come on up here. I should end the turn, I think. Okay, are they coming in from behind us? Yes, they are. Okay. Brian says, silly asshole. You cannot hurt Brian. So, let's do a shield cheer. Blark. No! I didn't know you could even block that. Okay, so backslam knocks an enemy up to 5 tiles away, dealing 4 damage, 1 damage for each point of armor that Brian has. Now, the only thing is that that's going to knock this guy back, but I don't think it does any damage to the bellhop or anything on the way. So would it be better if we just hit this guy with the axe? I feel like that would probably be better. And before we commit to that, like, hey, Glomdy. Oops. Glomdy. Why don't you come on up here? And can you do some interfusion stuff over here? Yeah. Kinda. We can do a stone table. Okay, so... Alright, so if we attack this guy, we got a 100% chance to hit this guy, and low 20s, or sorry, high 20s to hit anything else. But if we hit this guy, 84% chance to hit, but 42% chance to also hit the Watchman. Not for much, but for something, and I'll take it. Okay. That works out for us. Now, Moo can come up. Oh, yeah, we got more fire to work with now. So Moo's going to come on up here, grab hold of that fire, and 89% chance, I think, to kill this Watchman outright. There we go. All right, and yeah, Mothoth, why don't you come up here and hang out with Moo? Now, do you want to take a shot against somebody? 83% chance to ruin this guy's morning. Or we could do an interfusion with, like, these rocks up here. Yeah, I think I might do that. So let's swap weapons to, like, the book and stuff. And now we'll interfuse with this rock. And then we'll do a discus against these guys. Okay, what was that? I know he's out of actions, but I've completely lost track of what ability, why he just, like, had some sparkles fly into him. And nothing here is clarifying that. I'm sure it'll make sense eventually. Okay, so... Brian. Yep, Brian is here. And we'll probably just set up a Guardian. Because, yeah, these guys are going to have to choose. Do they want to walk through the fire, or do they want to walk into Brian? And both sides are going to treat him real bad. Okay. Now, Doc, you can do what now with this? Poison 2 to all units in the area. In an area. Okay, well, that's pretty good, I guess. But it is gonna, here's the trouble, it's gonna break his secrecy, I think. So instead, let's have Doc come on down here. Doc has so much armor. Okay, one groundskeeper down. Also, it puked poison all over the place. Man. Okay, so, yeah, I don't want Doc to stand here. Let's, maybe take some cover behind these rocks. The one thing that must happen is, Arlem here has to survive. Yeah, so... I don't want the welding to get too close. Let's bring this guy up past where Brian is. We'll do a Guardian on him. And then Gwynvia can maybe go hang out down here as well, and we'll split up the Guardian duties. See ya, Bellhop. Okay, more guys are coming in. So, boy, that's a lot of fire. Okay, Doc, why don't you come over here? Yeah, let's just get this bellhop. Okay, I'm not worried about that. Wow, it survived that. Okay, that's something that happened. I don't know if I want to move too far forward yet. Brian, come forward and backslam. Yes, do the backslam. Why is it? Oh, to the target tile. I didn't know that you could target it. That's pretty cool. Okay, and that's a swift action, so now Brian gets to keep right on moving, and he's gonna wall up with Doc. Okay. Arlem, no, I don't want Arlem to go yet. So, Glomdy can... Okay, let's think about this. Glomdy, what can Glomdy ignite? Conjure a magical blaze on a tile with debris. Okay, so we could do that, but that's an action. And what I'd rather do is a swift action, like grab hold of this blaze, and then fire leash it over here, right through that guy. And it dodged, darn it. Okay, so Morthagi, how about you interfuse with... Oh, yep, the ruined table. And then we're going to do a splinter blast. We won't be able to hit both of them. They're too far away. So we'll do that. I really don't like the amount of weldlings there are here. So, Moo, do you have any sort of, like, cool trick shot thing that we can do? Any way to take... Oh, well, we could blind that guy. The trouble is that these guys just sort of puke fire everywhere, so I'm not sure that's going to be helpful. We could... Oh, we could just make everybody over here invisible. That would solve it. And now, if Moo doesn't want to be invisible and Moo just wants to shoot this guy to death, she's got an 83% chance to do it. And the advantage of being invisible there was it slipped right past the armor. So, Gwynvia, I kind of mostly want to keep you moving forward, but if we wanted to stop this thing from moving... Crush? Yeah. Crush. We are escorting these characters, but they are by no means helpless. Yeah, and then let's have Arlem come on up here. And slam. Oh, hello to Brian! Brian, your character, if you ever wanted to watch the VOD, killed 3 enemies with 1 strike. It was awesome. And hello to Blobbity Blah. Blobbity Blah, I hope you're also having a nice, Monday. Sorry, who's on the table now? Enemy? Enemy. Okay, with that person, we're just gonna keep going. And then that butler. Okay. So... Glomdy. Glomdy can come up here. Interfuse with this boiler. And then hopefully steal some fire and throw it through these 2 guys. Glomdy has a lot of fire damage on their side, so yep. Well done. Okay, now Moo has all of the fire that she's ever gonna need. We need to just take a shot on this guy and put him square out of our misery. Okay, now, Morthagi, I don't think we have to deal with that watchman coming that way. Just gonna have Morthagi come down here. And Morthagi is still stealth, so he can just continue right along. Okay, Gwynvia is... Yeah, just come all the way over here. Okay, Brian... I have to assume there's going to be like a fight or something that happens down here. So rather than try to lock down that area, we're going to have Brian come here. Let's set up a guardian. And now Doc Limitless is going to come on down here. And then Silk Step there. Arlem, why don't you come down here with Brian? Guardian. Where do you think that watchman is going? Okay. Doc, open the door.
There are more than I thought there would be.
Leave the Morthagi. Just get inside. Okay. Click. Slam the door shut. Yeah, look, they're all together down here now. Okay, everyone breathe. Looking around. That looks like a... Looks like the sort of thing that you'd see at a Chuck E. Cheese.
It's still intact. I can't believe it.
That looks important.
The heart was made to give spirit to our own soldiers.
Sounds useful. Is there a button somewhere, or...
Well, to work it needs a willing person to fuse their soul to it. Without that, the Morthagi have been able to use our own constructs against us for centuries.
But if you had a willing soul,
the constructs would become agents of the heart.
Sounds like that would make this fight considerably easier.
With the base under our control, we could be much more helpful in the fight against the Morthagi as well.
But it's not like interfusion, right?
The fusion is permanent. Ugh. The upside, however, is something akin to immortality.
Wait, what? Oh, no. Okay. Here are our choices. We can sacrifice Doc, who says, I'll do it. This is something I can do. We can sacrifice Brian, who says, if it does the most good. We could sacrifice Moo, who says, if someone has to, let it be me. Or Mothoth can say, it's not worth it. I will ask Brian, who is the only person here, because we will leave it to Brian if Brian wants to sacrifice to infuse his soul with this machine. If he says no, then we'll have a community vote for 1, 3, or 4. Carynne says, wait, immortality is an upside now? Well, it is for the Morthagi. They get to exist forever. And also this appears to be this forge appears to be where the Morthagi are being created. Like these endless hordes that they're bringing in. But because there is no soul attached to it, they're all coming out as mindless automatons. And this could put an end to the Morthagi threat once and for all. Or at least their ability to reproduce. Blah 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 says, I presume the fight will be easier if you sacrifice someone. Carynne is saying, probably. It may, for all we know, have ramifications into the next chapter as well. Assuming there is a next chapter, which at this point I am. The first campaign was 5 episodes. This one, so far, we are into like Act 4, Chapter 4, whatever it is. So just in case Brian has stepped away from the computer or anything, let's set up the poll. This may come to be aborted if Brian comes back and answers in the affirmative. Poll. Oops. Should. Well, who? I don't. There's limited characters, so we can't do who, if anyone. Who should sacrifice? Question mark. And the options will be Doc, Moo, or no one. And we'll run that for a minute. And start poll. Okay. So we will let people vote on that. And again, if anybody finds that they can't vote and they want to like vote in chat, then we will count that, because again, sometimes the poll doesn't show up for certain people. Sometimes, like if you're on mobile, it's a thing. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm just adjusting the wire here. Brian is saying that he will do it. Okay, so Brian is going to throw himself in front of this. It's a shame that Moo is not here, because then the two of them could work it out, but Brian is saying if it does the most good. And I admire that, because we know that Brian was due to retire at the end of the chapter, and I feel like this is a hell of a meaningful way to go out. I don't know if you guys ever saw that Will Ferrell movie. What was it called? The Will Ferrell movie where he starts to... So everyone had voted for no one, but Brian is dedicated. The Will Smith movie about, like, he starts hearing a narrator, and it's like Emma Plimpton or somebody. I don't remember. Meryl Streep or somebody. But he hears some woman like narrating his life, and what he comes to find out is that he is in the real world somehow also a character in her book, and the story is about do you want your life to mean something? Is it better to live in complete anonymity or to live a life that has tremendous meaning to the people around you? And that's the direction that Brian is going, if it does the most good.
Wait, you're volunteering? You sure? You still got people here that need you. We're all meant for something. If we're lucky, we're beaten over the head with a feeling when that thing shows up. I've had a similar feeling when I became a part of Carynne's rebirth. But this is... Scritch, Thrump. Thump. They're coming. If we're going to do this, we need to do it quickly. Yes. Morthagi didn't watch. Wump Thrumble.
Look at Moo. Moo is watching too.
He heard noises he couldn't quite place, but there were no sounds of pain or fear. Thump. Thunk Wump. Thunk Wumple Thump. Huh? Oh, the door has stopped. Look, it's all charged up now.
Oh, look at Moo.
Open the door. Morthagi is going.
Look, they stopped. Look! They're interfused with Brian's soul.
They will aid you.
Look, they're coming in.
All right. Let's see what we're up against.
Okay, hold on. We've got new allies. The Bellhops. Bellhop gains armor and blocking from being near allies. And what can they do? Grapple. Grapples the target, holding it in place. And this does what? Hold on. From blocking and being near allies, but not necessarily other Bellhops, so just as long as they're nearby. Wow, we are all Brian now. Yeah, we're into the next zone. So, well, let's bring a Bellhop up. Open the door, baby. Oh, wait, we can't. Okay. Doc Limitless, can you open the door for us? He can't. All right, and now he's still ghosted. Oh, blah 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 is saying, I like how Angel did not include Brian as a candidate. Well, I figured that if Brian wanted to sacrifice, then he would. But like Brian was gonna like go off to like basically just a quiet villa at the end of this. Like he was just gonna like leave the adventure. And now this is gonna be something that everyone in the group talks about for generations. All right. This guy can come up here too. Yes. Okay. Yeah, look at the Bellhop in the middle. They get a point of armor for every nearby person. So Moo will come up here. Moo's got to be heart-wrenched over all this. All right, and Morthagi. Yeah, Morthagi is also already ghosted, so he can come up here. So we're still moving forward, yeah? Yeah, and now the reinforcements are no longer coming in from behind. And, yeah, Glomdy. Oh! Blobbity Blah is saying the robot could not pass the door captcha. He could not prove he was not a droid. Click every box that has a fire engine, but what about this one that has like a little corner? Does that count? Does not compute. Okay, so, like, can Arlem open the door? I don't know. I don't want to move Arlem up and take a square if we don't have to. Morthagi is still ghosted, so Morthagi can come up here and go open door. The Grand Matron. Shit.
Suffocating heat pours off its rusted body. The noise of it is soft, like an old woman's breathing. Also, those guys. Shit, there's a wardrobe in there as well. Okay, so... Remind me that Morthagi does have that whole, like, true damage thing, right? No? Is that Jägermeister? I think it might be Jägermeister. Okay, so that means that we definitely want to keep Morthagi, like, out of the way. We don't want them to find him when they come down. Okay, now... Doc can come up here. So Doc could come up here, potentially kill 2 of them just right away, and then pull back. I think I'm going to do that just because I think it'd be cool. Yeah. Doc, why don't you come up here? Look how much armor Doc has. Strike here. Yep. Good. 16 damage is absolutely ridiculous. Strike here. Now, do we want to throw the Quelling Moss, which will end his turn, or do we want to pull him back? Well, if we do the Quelling Moss, it's going to poison all of these guys. He does have a lot of armor. I don't like it, though. Yeah, I think we're going to pull him back. Whoop, 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 whoop. Runs away. Goes in, kicks open the door, murders 2 of them, pulls all the way back. Hello to, Jeannie. And Carynne is saying, what about this box with a fire and an engine in it? Oh, yes. That will also trip up the captcha. Okay, so, Glomdy. So Glomdy has tons of magic armor, but not a lot of other armor. So... No, hold on. Where's Moo? Moo hasn't gone yet, right? Yeah, Moo is out for blood. Moo is really pissed off right now because of what just happened. So... Oh, you know what Moo would do? Moo would come up here and hurl her flash cone over all of them. No, we can't! She's not close enough. Oh, wow, disappointing. Okay. But, we could wind walk. Except that would take Moo's free action. Garg! I don't like it. Alright. So... Bellhop. Yeah. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's bring a bellhop up here. Mer, mer. We are all Brian now. It's like an I'm Spartacus moment, except with Brian. Jeannie's saying not being there is the best armor. Did someone sacrifice themselves? Yeah, you got bellhops. Yes, Brian made the call to sacrifice himself. He was near retirement age. I don't want to move these guys up. So now Glomby has like a ton of cover now. So let's bring them up. And now, an interfuse with this. I really want to explode something on them. Barrage, 5 range. That's got to hit most of them, right? Yeah! Do that, Glomby. I just want to make sure it's not hitting any of our guys. Kapow! Okay. Now... Morthagi's turn is over, right? Yes. So Moo is the last person to go. Moo has a lot of cover. Like basically Moo's like quarterback right now. There's just linebackers. So we can, yeah. So we're gonna blind that guy, since I don't know what it does. We should probably look at some point. The Grand Matron can slam and shoot. Increases all damage and defenses of all linked Morthagi. Cannot be compelled to move, and it's always guarding and attacks the first unit to move adjacent to it each turn. Oh, interesting. I'm glad I looked at that, because that's bad for anybody that would do a melee attack. Let's blind it, so it's so it can't do any of those attacks that we just read about. And then let's shoot it, because Moo is really mad at this guy. Oh, And Moo stunted, so she gets to go again. That one got blocked. All right, and Gwynvia, you can just hang out back here. It's cool. We don't need to go in there with our guest characters and get them all dead. Ha. Also, it is not nearly as blinded as I had expected. It did miss Glomdy, but was able to hit one of the bellhops. Okay, I feel like this kill should be Moo's by right. Okay, Morthagi. Can we interfuse with this rubble? Yeah, we can. Rubble over here? Yeah, let's do rubble over here. I feel like it has a better chance of hitting more of their guys. Bone Lance. Not a great percentage, but a percentage. Yeah, okay, well, I really wanted Moo to get that kill, but it's cool. Dead is dead. Okay, a throwing net. Once per combat, attempt to immobilize an opponent. So that would replace Doc Loomis's throwing knives. We'd give that to Force. Force doesn't have anything yet. Yeah, let's give that to Force. Play him.
You aided us in a time of need. You gave us blood and soul. We won't forget that. And we hope to aid you as well when the time comes.
Look, all of Moo's joy is gone. Carynne's Rebirth said tired goodbyes to Arlem, the other enduring, and Brian. Or whatever it was that Brian had become. Okay, and that is the end of Chapter 4, but not by any means the end of our episode, but 11 years of peace followed. So this would have been the end of Brian's story, but instead, Brian endures in the hearts of us all. We got a whole bunch of heartwoods, hides, ingots, fabrics, and spell threads. So we'll do... Oh, let me throw down a save. We always do a save at the end of the chapter break. Jeannie says, Moose by right is only slightly better than Moose behind you. Okay, but you really pick the guy to get... Is that brained or Brianed? Because it could be either one. Now I see why she's in a bad mood. There we go. Yeah, and Moo herself, like, Moo was here and she didn't get to see it. Oh, I hope we'll have to let her know if she gets back from the appointment. Okay. Okay, so they're going to lose some cards, a whole bunch of cards, including several, which is nice, out of the, what is that, 1, 2, 3 out of the Morthagi deck, which is the one that we really care about here. During the years of peace, when Doc came down with a case of mossy lung, Moo would come by to tell stories and handle the soup pot. How are your joints? Better? Glomdy watched springs pass, one after the other. Turns out, once you've seen 2 or 3, you've seen them all. Ronan noticed that the town hall at Rainguff had fallen into disrepair during all the conflict, so he passed the summer helping to rebuild it. Now that the job wasn't quite as dangerous, Moo became a guide to travelers crossing the more treacherous stretches of swamp and mountain. Rory Earthworks was unique in that it consisted of a small group of men who had taken a vow of silence. Jägermeister tried working there, but quit after 2 weeks. Never thought I'd miss Ronan's blathering, but there you go. As soon as the people of Swiftcliffs brought the first offering to Old Hearth Shrine, the rhythm of their lives clicked back into place. And look, here's Force! Whatever spirit dwelled there seemed as happy to see them as they were to see it. The muscles in Jägermeister's back began to knot more tightly in the mornings, and it took longer to unwind them. He was, however, very good at hiding it. When his fighting days were over, Morthagi traded in bashing skulls for bashing metal. For all the racket that folks heard within the forge, he would always emerge with a helmet or dagger of surprising delicacy and detail. Morthagi has retired. He is no longer in your party, but he'll go into your legacy and may play a part in future stories. That's so cool.
I mean, it's sad that we're losing a character. Sorry, I just bumped the mic. It's sad that we're losing one of our, like, starting characters, but, like, he goes on to have a whole other chapter of his life. Ronan's son. Hey, Ronan has a son. I didn't know about this. Ronan's son has reached adventuring age. Tom Joe has joined Carynne's Rebirth as a warrior. We're going to have to customize him. Okay. Ronan is not here, I don't think. Oh, we've never had a paladin. We've never had a paladin. Let's do a paladin. Yeah. Tom Joe is going to be a paladin, and we're going to have to customize Tom Joe. In the years leading up to his retirement, Morthagi became fully withdrawn for a while. Then, with little explanation, he started to pass on all that he knew, kindly, but with a gravity that left a striking impression on all who listened. Ooh. This is going to have to be a vote. I don't even know how to start. I don't know who benefited the most from Morthagi's guidance. We've never, so you guys, we've never had somebody retire during the, episode. So during the adventure. So let's put this up to a vote because I don't know what this does and we get to find out together. So poll. Who did Morthagi tutor? Wait, is Morthagi here? I think he waved hello. So we're gonna do this like it did. So Morthagi, if you're here, why don't you choose? Because we don't get to make any more choices. Yes. Okay, wait, Morthagi is here. Morthagi, you choose. Hold on. I'm gonna back out of this and just cancel the poll. Okay. Yeah, Morthagi, this is your legacy for the rest of Carynne's Rebirth. Who benefits most? And we're gonna customize Tom Joe, and I don't know after who yet, but it'll be somebody. We could do Genie. I mean, Genie's here. We'll see who is in chat. I vote Force, so the brand new replacement warrior. Okay, let's do that. Force it is.
Hey, do it right, hit the dummy.
Oh, okay, that's what that does. So Force has grown stronger. So, long reach, stalwart, wisdom, or broad swipes. Well, Morthagi himself had wisdom, and Force learned from the benefit of that wisdom. So I'm going to make an executive decision and say that that Force learns wisdom from Morthagi. I like that. It's sort of like a continuity for the character. Now, Force then gets a secondary upgrade. So, ooh, hey, we could upgrade wisdom. Let's take a look here. Sentinel would replace Guardian. Force leaps up to 2 tiles in order to intercept a foe who passes nearby, performing a reaction strike. Bard reduces the cost of recruit jobs by 1, +5 stunt chance for all heroes in the party. Engage. As a swift action, Force engages a foe, forcing it to attack her. Force must stay in range and maintain a clear line of sight, +1 armor per engaged foe, or the upgrade to Wisdom. Yeah, as Carolina says, she's going to be a Force. And hello to Sethaly. Good call, Morthagi. A lot of instant bang for your buck with a warrior. Bang for your buck. So, let's see. Let's grab something that we haven't done. We've had a Bard, we've never had Sentinel, and we've never had Engage. And I hate to metagame too much, but like, there's only one more chapter left, so she would get the least benefit out of Wisdom within this campaign. Like, it would be great for like a future campaign if that was the option that we chose, but let's go with either Engage or Sentinel. And Force is not here to make her own choice, so I'm gonna go with Engage. We've never had Engage, and I think it sounds cool. Okay, so do we want to upgrade anything? Well, we probably want to upgrade Force's stuff, to be honest, because so Force is going to be like, Force is gonna like ride up to people and say, "Hit me, dummy! Come get me." So we'll probably swap her in for like Nightmail. I would think. So, yeah, not too swift, but is going to be able to really take a hit. +6 armor, that is. Negative stunt chance and negative dodge. I don't know. I feel like okay about that. So let's craft this for force. And night mail, that works for me. As far as the name goes. Now, who else can we upgrade? Well, we still have to customize Tom Joe, but Tom Joe's the other warrior who joined us. Oh, and here's Tom Joe with the already in the link mail field. Let's upgrade Tom Joe, and yeah, we can easily afford this. Everybody else has really good armor, so that's why I'm focused there. Wilder Guard, sure. Now, everybody else also has like super good weapons. Like, we don't need to craft all that much. So, Force, I'd love Force to have a shield. Can we craft an offhand shield? No. But then again, she does have the netting, so that's also good. Oh, yes, we can. Okay, hold on. I take it back. Oh, you know, no one's ever had a dueling sword. That'd be cool. Yeah, no one's ever done, like, a dueling sword. I'm not spending 7 points on the better one, though. Or should I just upgrade this regular sword? Maybe I should just upgrade the regular sword. Going with a dueling sword seems super expensive, and I'm not sure that we've ever had one of these either. We've always gone with, like, axes and hammers and stuff. Yeah. Alright, so let's... I really wanted to have a shield, though. It's too bad about the net. But whatever. Let's grab... Oh, Bone Fate. Let's grab that. Okay. And for our other new person, Tom Joe, can we upgrade Tom Joe's? No, I'm not dropping 9 points on that. Sorry, Tom Joe. Alright, I feel like crafting is done then. I don't think we have to craft anything else. Definitely says Force is going to tank. Yes, absolutely. She might have too much wisdom to do that now. Wait, what, the tanking? Jeannie was saying either Sentinel or more wisdom was the vote. But what do we go with? What was it called? The engage. Yeah. She's gonna, like, get armor from, like, saying, come hit me, bro. Alright, I feel like that's enough. I don't want to spend any legacy points here if we don't have to. I love Glomdy's look, by the way. I like just the whole, like, the bright pink, but now we got the blue in there as well. They came out looking really good. Alright, let's next. The factory was supposed to be our life's work. But Arlem traded that life for something horrifying. Again, the story here is that Falsia's husband, lover, I think that they were, like, married or whatever. They didn't want to grow old and die, so they were, like, looking into, like, immortality, but Falsia backed out when Arlem decided to become like a Morthagi. And I won't let it spread. Click. A Morthagi never misunderstands. Never decides it knows better than you. Morthagi are the only ones I can trust to carry out this mission. Long after I'm gone. So she did it. The mountain shadowing Narthby Dam erupts, bleeding drills and blades. Legs that are not entirely legs, and blank, empty rage. They seep and spill through the Yongdering hills. No. No? We sacrifice Brian. I tried to go visit him, but I barely get anything out of those machines. It's not him anymore. I'm not sure if it was better or worse than a regular death. And then we get news that it didn't fix the problem. Maybe even made it worse. Oh no, Doc is not aware of what's been happening. I don't have this in me. We could ride this out somewhere. Alright, fine. I'll tell everyone else that Doc finally dropped out and won't be joining us.
Wait, everyone else is on board?
Except for you, but yeah, that's fine. It's a lot of pressure. I love how passive-aggressive Force is. This is great. See ya. There's Force. Oh, and here comes Doc.
Fine. What's the plan?
First, we go convince Ronan to join us. Next, the rest. Then we storm the mountain and end this war. She's very matter-of-fact.
Ronan, but you said...
Too late to back out now. You'd have to walk, sheesh, a whole mile back to your house. Nah, you're committed. Yeah, as Jeannie says, listen, Doc, you deal 16 damage by breathing. You'll be fine. Okay, so, nothing is more important than we have to customize Tomjo. So, Tomjo, here we go. So, Tomjo is a Guardian Paladin, which is a little bit weird because he's also like going to hit people with this big axe, but whatever. We go with how we feel. So let's go to customize, and I had said let's do one after Jeannie. Now I have no idea what Jeannie looks like or anything, and to be blunt, we could use some more diversity in the cast. So we're going to change this to Jeannie. And then we're going to go ahead and face. Well, let's set some colors first. So we're going to go with... let's go with this. And then head and face. Go with that. And hairstyle. Well... want something that we haven't seen before. Oh, we've never seen this before. Or this. I like this. He's very rakish. It doesn't really fit his face, though. Let's adjust the shape a little bit, see if we find something that... No, it all looks a little bit odd. Okay, we'll go with that. And... then facial hair. He's a young dude. We'll probably forego the facial hair for now. Go back to colors and let's yeah, we'll go with this. Go with this. All right. And size, again, I like my warriors tall and wide. He's a big paladin. All right. And he doesn't have any relationships yet. Oh, wait. Yes, he does. He's Ronan's kid. And stats are here. Combat. Yep, we got that. And that. And gear. Okay. So, now we've got a genie in here. And, so wait, where are we off to? Assault the Morthagi Cave. Okay, so Brian is gonna go play Resident Evil 2 Remaster. Have a good day. Brian, before you jump out, what is, did you go with a, oh gosh, who the hell are the names of the characters in there? Is it like Chris or Martha? Who's the other person? Who did I do? Who was it, Leon? I played an entire, side of that. I think it's Leon and, Greta or somebody. I didn't play the other side of it yet. But I'm just curious who you started with. Okay. So, while we go... Okay, so we're gonna have to reunite the crew. And assault the Morthagi core. The source of this war is exposed, and we can stop the war by destroying it. But... if I've learned anything, it's that if we go directly there, it's not going to let us. However, look at all the bridges that we built, like, or the passes, so it'll be easy to get there. We're going to have to root out, I bet, all of the other Morthagi that are around. Oh, and we can also recruit somebody else, so we're going to have to go do that too. And by have to, I mean I want to. Okay, so, well, what do we want to do here? We're going to need to build a pass here. Yeah, look, there's infection coming from in here, so that's where we're going to head to first. So let's think about it. We need to go in here and clear the infection. And for the scouting duties, Doc Limitless and Moo and Ronin would be great. Let's go back, though. So all of these areas are infected, so we don't want to send anybody in alone if we can avoid it. So let's do a scout here, and let's clear the field here. We're gonna split this up into groups. So let's have Genie and his dad Ronin, and then let's have, gosh, probably Jägermeister. Yeah, so let's start that. Okay, so they're gonna go there, and then up here we're gonna send. It's definitely going to be Force, and actually it's probably going to be Force, yeah. Force, Moo, and Glomdy. Yeah, let's do that. And then Doc Limitless, who's feeling, a little bit nonplussed about being back on the road, can go do the recruitment. Not investigate, yeah, recruit. Okay, let's go. Leon and Claire, says Brian. Oh, and Brian started with Claire. That's the side that I have not played. Okay, so we're going to get a new recruit. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click randomize 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so Poetical Greed Wagon is what we're going to have for personality. Or, let's just look at pick from Legacy because I'm always curious. Oh, we could get Blobbity Bard. But again, I don't want to spend legacy points. I want to make sure that we can pass as many people into legend as possible. So we're just going to hit cancel. I was just curious. Okay, so let's recruit. Yes. Don't you try to play it down. I've heard about you, and you know what stands out to me? The weight of holding back an entire world's worth of encroaching darkness. Apart from that, what stands out is what these monsters can do. Mechanical workers that never sleep, giant bugs that can control dreams and thoughts, gorgons that can do whatever it is that gorgons do. What if we could harness some of that power? We could launch Valand into a new era. It's monstercraft. No getting around that. You wouldn't believe the smell in some of those layers. I'd hesitate to bring back anything tainted by that stink. Even ideas. I just don't want to tell my children they could have had such wonders, but I was too timid to go and wrench them from the claws of evil. Well, whatever your motive. If you can shoot them up, you can loot them. We'll train you up. Okay, so this will be our Cethaly character. And so far, just for note, Cethaly, if you're nearby, we have 3 hunters, 2 mystics, and 2 warriors. Most of whom are going to retire at some point pretty soon. So, for Cethaly, would you prefer to be a warrior, a hunter, or a mystic? And while we're waiting, blah blah blah, dang missed opportunities to make me a legacy character once again. Well, what I'd like to do, first of all, there's certain campaigns that are specifically designed for legacy characters, but for our 3rd campaign, I would like there to be a real focus on like bringing in other groups. There's one other thing that we thought about, we were kicking around, which is doing a campaign with the characters from Kyber Shards, which I think would be a lot of fun. what we'd probably wind up doing is like asking people in chat if they could run like individual characters. 'Cause I don't think that like Eric or Casey or Philip would come in, but I just think it would be fun to have like Wildermyth characters that are modeled after those. That would be pretty interesting. I'm concerned I missed Cecily. Cecily might have had to go, but we'll give it another few moments. Yeah, actually, I think that's the first time that we saw. It's interesting to me that of the when you can bring back the legacy characters, that they like you don't just get to choose from whoever. It's whichever one happens to be at that town. All right, so far Cecily is not in chat, but Cecily's been here for a bunch, so we're gonna model a character. So what did I say? We've got 2 warriors, both of whom are very young, 2 mystics, and then 3 hunters. So we'll probably do another mystic then, I'd say. Let's go with a mystic. Done. Okay. So we're going to have to outfit him. Where's that? All right. Prepare recruit. Done. Oh, but Forrest could do it in less time, but is very far away. Okay, yeah, we'll just let it ride. Okay. So... yes, actually, they're still headed here. But do a patrol to get rid of the infection. And it's going to be Moo, Glomdy, and Force, right? Those are the ones that are doing that? I think so. Okay, and now you guys do a... what's the... yeah. It's only +1 from the infested tile. Should we just get on with it? Drovin? Let's... yeah, because she's basically like they're not there yet, so she's patrolling. Let's just do the assault. It's only the +1. I think they'll be good. Gosh, I hope they'll be good. Approaching Nixa's stacks in the evening.
Well, if we go much further, we won't be able to light a fire tonight.
A bit later, looks like they've lit the fire. While gathering firewood... hey, look what I found. Does this mean anything? Should we move camp? Looks like some Drovin's garbage.
Let me see that. Ah, no, see? Break this open and... magic ring! Who wants it?
Oh, how'd you know it was...
now, this is maybe the 12th magic ring I've found in one of those things. I have no idea why they do this. Why?
What? Why do you just wear one of them then? How come you're only wearing one ring? Why not have one in each finger? Here we go.
Where are you from?
You never heard of the story of Guan Trip? Now, that name seems familiar.
Ugh, these old bones.
Jägermeister puts another log on the fire. Crackle.
Well, it ought to be because Guan was the foremost musician of her time. Now, Guan's instrument of choice was something she called the banjo, which the exact form has been lost to time. But I hear it was basically like a mandolute, if you've ever seen one of those, but with some sort of a drum attached. And of course, she would travel all over the lands in search of stories, and songs, and frankly, treasure. Now, one summer, Guan was traveling out to Killine Garden to look into rumors of an old song. The story winds on. And the Thrixie started. First one, and then the rest. Quiet, it's my story.
Oh. Sorry, that was Ronan leaning into the frame. Okay, Jeannie says that you got a powerful bunch. And I mean, if I die, I die. Oh, and Jeannie's familiar with the story.
One of them started stamping its claws to the beat, and the rest began to join in.
Bum bump, bum bump, bum bump. It takes maybe a couple detours, maybe. Ronan puts on another log as if measuring how much of the story is left.
Then the great Gorgon Ulstrix fled the hall,
Bump, 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 bump.
with his hands clamped over his ears.
The fire is nearly out.
Guan came at last to the innermost chamber, and there, laid out on a cold stone altar, were
5
magic rings. Now Guan was a damn greedy old vixen, and she put all 5 rings onto her right hand. And just then, she heard a noise.
Wait, what's this?
Ugh! And there was the Drov who had stalked her at Killine Garden. Guan laughed and reached out her right hand to flex her newfound power.
Well,
And that's how she became known as Guan the One-Handed.
this is really yada yada over what happened there. And you can't play the banjo with one hand.
Anyway, who wants the ring?
I really enjoyed that. So, Moo will retire at the end of the chapter. What does this do? Plus 07 potency. Well, nuts. Oh, man. We don't get to give it to Cethaly because Cethaly's not on the crew yet. So, who do we want to give it to? Well, I don't know. Also, under what circumstances do you salvage a ring and get hide out of it? All right, let's give this to... Let's give it to Force for some reason. Force is going to go up to, like, rank 2 in this. I don't know if Force gets any sort of, like, knockback abilities. I think those are fueled by potency. Potency is magic power. Yeah, it's sort of like, yeah, it certainly drives most of the mystic abilities, but there are certain abilities for hunters and warriors that also benefit from it. It's just less common. Okay, so here's the Draven. Terror Bird, we've never seen one of those before. A shrill voice like metal shredding, thumping feet moving at awful speed. Also a Diven, honor tale and scarred by its lessons. It sings in the heat of pillaging, a song of blood and dragons. Oh, a water spirit, and this one's wearing like a little mask. As far as I know, we do not have a water great axe, so what's over this? A Draven shrine, that's all it tells us. Okay, well, we don't have all of the characters in the world, so we probably don't want to screw around too much. Let's bring up Jägermeister. Let's bring up Genie. I'm going to open the door. Wait, where did the spirit go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I don't think we can catch it. So, Ronan, why don't you set up an ambush right... Wait, I'm not sure what I want to do here. Also, I don't know what these guys can do. So let's look. Oh, these guys can interfuse and throw a fireball. I don't like that. Moves away from the attacker after being attacked once per turn. Interesting. Stumps get extra armor and can also hit things with that club that they're carrying. And the dart can shoot. Nuts. So the ambush isn't going to be like the best thing ever, but I mean, it's better than... Wait, should we just move aside then? Yeah, I feel like there's enough range coming in on us that maybe we just want to step to one side. Ronan, have you moved yet? No, he hasn't. Okay, yeah. So, let's just step aside. Step aside.
Oh, I forgot that he drops into guard mode just at the end of any moves. And what we're going to do is have... Yeah, Ronan can come over here and then set up an ambush right there. Hey, I think I saw somebody open that door. We should go check that out. That water spirit is just flaunting now. Bree, bree, says Genie. Also, Carynne says, it happens if the ring was hidden. Little known fact that. And then also, we might be able to cut our way through in a few turns. Yeah, hopefully. It's not the largest crew we've brought in, which is making me a little bit nervous. Yeah, these guys have a lot of armor, too. Okay, so... All right. Genie, okay. Genie, come up here. That's a lot of dudes, though. Okay, so let's try to hit this. Wait, is this a 32% chance to stunt? Wow. 1 in 3, huh? That's really good. Just knocks that armor right off. Okay, that's cool. So, Ronan. Yeah, so the trouble with attacking this guy is that he's got a 99% chance to just Spectre step out of there, which I think I just gotta deal with, unfortunately. Jägermeister, what, if anything, can you interfuse with here? How about that bookshelf? Yeah, this seems like it's probably worthwhile. Let's do a Splinter Blast on these guys. It's gonna make him Spectre step, but... Now Ronan... Yeah, now Ronan gets to take a shot at him. He's got a 100% chance to hit, too. That was a pretty good hit. I do not like that Genie's already... Oh, the trombone bird is way, 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 way bigger than I thought it was. Terror bird, whatever it's called. Stupid spirit. Boy, do I not want Genie to go down during his very first outing with us. Yeah, so Genie, why don't you come over here to less in line for a beating. Let's kill that guy. Okay, Ronan. So we can set up an ambush shot right there. I don't like hiding behind interfused objects. Believe me, I feel like that is very, very treacherous. 70% chance to kill this guy. Or we set up an ambush and stop any of them from coming forward. But I vote for the 70% chance of death. Okay, now, Jägermeister. We can't set up a tree pinning any surrounding enemies. Yeah, okay, so that's not going to work. We grab this brazier and throw some fire into the doorway. That seems pretty good. Steal the fire, and, yeah, let's put it in the square where they're going to have to walk through that fire if they want to come out. Uh-oh. They yank Jägermeister forward. Okay. So, we're getting harassed by that bird. -1 speed, take 1 shred damage at the start of every turn. Can be removed by self or ally. So we can shoo the bird for 1 action. However, I think we might have Genie come over and do the shooing, because he can interfuse with that cabinet and make some scalding rain on everybody. That seems like a pretty good idea. Well, some Scalding Rain. I don't know if it's on everybody, but... No, it's on one of them. So, do I want to do it on top of Terror Bird? Kind of. That looks like it's going to eat up... Boy, gosh, would I love it if this was, an area effect attack. Okay. Genie, can you come over here? Yeah, so... Remind me how Paladin works again? Is it... Paladin. Ends his turn by moving, he will automatically enter Guardian. Yeah, I don't think he'll end by moving because he has to shoo the bird. So, come over here. Shoo bird. There we go. Alright. Now, Ronan. Is this cover? Well, it's not cover because it's interfused. Unless I can kill whoever is interfused with it. And maybe I don't even have eyes on that person. I'm not sure. Sethly says, might wanna full-on rush so Genie doesn't take all the hits. Go... Ish. Either of those blocks miss, and I'm toast, go me. And then Sethly says, good call sending Genie to the right. For what it's worth, if you take the next specialist upgrade, Infernal Rain does become AoE. Also, Sethly, we did make a character. You might have stepped away, but we did make a character for you as well. I don't know why I'm going to step forward. I think... oh, well, that's why I'm going to step forward. It's got a 46% chance to hit. Yeah, let's move up. And... yeah, now at least I've got a clearer shot on this dude. Alternatively, we set this up here. No, look, it doesn't go anywhere. Yeah. All right, nope, regular shot. Wait, what is deafened? What does that even mean? Hold on a second. Deafened. -2 bonus damage and potency for 1 turn. Okay. It's never happened before, so we're trying to work that out. So, we can throw a tree... No, we can't. Okay. So, we are interfused with that, and now we can do Scalding Rain to... By the way, the Terror Bird, I assume, can attack. Does a Shriek and then Talons. Yeah, that's a lot of damage and a lot of health. I don't like this guy. All right, so I really want this guy to not be here anymore, and it's going to spread off 2 points of armor as well. Okay. Now, Genie could run in there, but he's just not built up for it yet. That's the trouble. He's, like, brand new. So, just shoot that guy? Yeah. Yeah, no, we're not sending him in there. I do want him to wall with Ronan, though. Yeah. Should I move him up here? 2 to 4 damage, which isn't going to hurt him too bad. But that Terror Bird, that's worrying me, so we're just going to stay here. Thank God for walling. Okay, so... Okay, so we can grab a hold of whatever this is. The book stand? Yeah, Splinter Blast. I love that, because I'm pretty sure we'll be able to hit both of them. So why don't you come over here, interfuse with the book stand, and then Splinter Blast. Okay, we can't hit both of them. Nuts. Well, screw this guy then. I want that Terror Bird dead. Okay, Ronan. What's your absolute best shot at this guy? Okay, Genie, it's all up to you. Yeah! Now just don't die. Oh, look, he's dispirited. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good for me. What is dispirited? Negative 15 accuracy because the mascot died. And he still managed to hit Genie. Well, such is life. Okay, Ronan. Yeah, why don't you come up here and go ahead and shoot that guy. Please be the last guy. That'd be awesome. Ooh, okay. Seth says, cool, I connected to my camera Wi-Fi to download some duck pictures, so I was offline for a sec. Yeah, no worries. We made you a mystic because we have... I've already forgotten what the numbers were, but we could use a mystic on the party. Okay, so now Ronan has grown stronger. And chat, remind me, Ronan is not here just now. He's with us for most of the streams, but he might not be here for this one. While we look, let's see here. So we go with melee attacks deal +1 damage. He doesn't do that many melee attacks, though. Through shot is cool. Thorn Fang, refunded an action point after a melee kill, or an upgrade to ambush. I'm highly motivated to do an upgrade to ambush. Although it didn't help us this time, the fact that it stops enemies dead in their tracks is very, very useful. Also, Seth Lee loves mystics. Awesome. All right, so let's do this. Okay, Earth Shell Sash. +5 block. Well, this seems like a great thing for Genie. Okay, so the Dravins are ranking up. Okay, these guys need to heal up before they do any more exploration. So what we're going to do is have them, for sure, do some cataloging. And then everybody else is doing their work. Hey, Glomney and Force have fallen in love. That's awesome. The ominous feeling Moo woke with serves her well. Sometimes among the roots of these ancient trees, shadows and hollows look like false caves. But how many weren't false? Deepists. I was hoping you'd stay out longer. Okay, so... Oh, they're ambushed. Okay, so... we can... If they're swift, we'll rush their line. Okay, we usually do a poll on these, I think. And we probably have 2 or maybe 3 more combats in this session, and then we're going to be popping out for the next episode of Kyber Shards. So let's do a poll. How to survive ambush? Question mark. Swiftness. Patience. Fires. Or we'll go with Inferno. Or kill all. All right, and we will run that poll right now. Okay, so everybody in chat gets to vote for what we're going to do. Oh, Jeannie, thank you very much for the follow. As you know, we're going to be doing this every Monday. This is, I think, probably, don't tell me, but I think it's probably the last chapter for this campaign, but at least the intent is to do another campaign afterwards. The spirit would have been cool. Not being dead is much cooler. Yeah, that's always the gamble with the spirits. Like, I really want to enchant this weapon, but also it's not worth somebody's life. Is it just the 2 of them also? Both Glomdy and Moo? Moo has very, very, very few concerns, I think, but we will find out, because I don't want to be too... The last couple ambushes, like one of them, Moo got ambushed and it went super well. So it was a perfect tie for all 4 of them. Okay, well, you're never going to believe this, but I do, in fact, this is actually true, have a 4-sided die right here. So I'm going to roll a 4-sided Dungeons & Dragons. You might hear it, but you won't be able to see it, and I apologize for that. And it came up as 3. All right, 3 it is. Don't actually know which option that is. Fires! Everything... Guys, have you guys ever noticed that everything in Moo's family comes up fire? I'm dead serious, too. Always did like fire, says Glomdy.
Fire engulfs dry timbers, tickles the trunks of trees. Fire will be a dire red-lit run. Or sorry, escape will be a dire red-lit run. Oh, hello to Ronan. Yes, Ronan, you missed a vote and your son. You have a son now. His name is Genie. He's a warrior. Azric says the way that chat trolls you. It's fun. I really do love it. This entire series is so predicated on like audience participation. It makes it so much more fun. Okay, so Father Fungus and the Chosen. Okay, so I do not know very much about Father Fungus or the Chosen. Oh, he's got a Shadow Tongue. 3 to 5 magic damage in 6 range and staunching spores, which I don't know what that means, but probably though it's got a little plus sign, so I assume it's healing every turn or something like that. Crotchety. If Father Fungus blocks or dodges a ranged attack, they will retaliate. Oh no. Well, let's try to make sure they don't get a chance to do that. So Moo is, as always, really good at using fire to her advantage, so let's bring Moo up here and shit, 63% isn't what I want. Can we draw him out? If we interfuse with this, we can do a Wild Grasp. 1, 2... But then again, does it have line of sight? My concern is that it doesn't have line of sight where it is. And that would be a waste, wouldn't it? Okay, well, let's try it. Interfuse. Wild Grasp. Yeah, that'll drag him out of cover. I love it. But before we do that, let's move Glomdy up there to wall with their mom. And then we'll do Wild Grasp. Pull him out of cover. Haha. And now Moo says, get fucked. I think that's her catchphrase, too. Okay. As far as we know, there's only one other enemy here. Let's have Moo scout, because Moo can hide. And we're gonna do a Silk Step. This is fine. We can just wait. If we reach the exit, so be it. Oh, the Chosen. There we go. All right. So, Glomdy can take cover behind this shrub. Land can be lit. Yeah, okay. Okay, I like this because Glomdy can interfuse with this campfire. That's so cool. And now, yep, Moo will get Ember Arrows. Okay, so, similar plan. This Chosen has taken cover, and actually we've got a pretty good shot on him. But we'll probably have an even better one if Glomdy... Yeah, let's... Hold on. We're not quite close enough, though, are we? Yep, needs to move slightly closer. Okay, now interfuse with these stones. Oops, stones. And then discus. Moo didn't even need to take the shot. Okay. So we have... Yeah, so Force is coming. So we're going to do the assault here. Yes, let's go. She's 16 days away, but that's fine. Okay, we secured the site. Thorough delving, ingots and spell threads. And we found a Gwelder Scarf, plus 07 health. Well, we could go either way. I feel like Force just got something. Yeah, and Genie has less health. Now, this doesn't get him to his next integer, but neither does it to Force. So, yeah, let's give it to Genie, because Genie has less health to work with. Okay, so
these guys did what they needed to do. Let's have them come up here and probably scout when they get there. Or like patrol. Okay. Jillery Tealwell, who is our next character to get adjusted. Sorry, this is Cethley's character. Another thing, but we haven't been able to customize it yet. So, Cethley, hopefully you are near the computer. Here are your choices. I'll read them aloud for everybody, and then we'll put it up for a vote just in case. But if you're here, you get to choose. Cethley's presence is charged against his foes, dealing 1 true damage to hostile creatures who enter adjacency with him for any reason. Then we've got Humanist, that increases the interfusions with all sorts of mechanisms and causes them to poison enemies that come near them. And then finally Elementalist, which is advanced interfusions for things made of fire, wood, and liquid. Elementalist to help with fire support. Awesome. Okay, and now everybody gets to do... I should cancel this job, by the way. Yeah, cancel. We don't need to do that. Okay. So... yeah. Hey, let's come over here. Let's get Cethley right into it. Oh, wait, we gotta customize him, too. Hold on. Back. Here. Customize. I don't know why I always have so many trouble finding it. Cethley. All right. And I don't really have any opinions on this right now. And then hairstyle. I actually don't mind the way that he looks right now, and just keep this. Let's just go with this, and then we can sort of change it over time like we always do. Let me just see if we can do anything cool with like colors or something. You know, I don't know anybody who's green. Then again, okay, so he's going to help with fire support though. So what if we did like an orangey color? And then for the primary color, more of a yellow. That looks cool. Yeah, let's do that. All right. And then we usually also read the little bio that they automatically generate. What is that? History. Cethley's parents were uncompromising idealists who shunned corrupt society. They never allowed him to stray too far into civilized places. Disturbingly, he began to smile at the sight of broken things. Many wondered what he figured in that head of his. Sometimes it seemed he'd keep wandering until no face was new and every road once traveled. All right, so we're going to get him into it. And then, yeah, and then we might build like a pass over here. I don't know if that's a waste of time or not, but this might be a short chapter. We'll find out. All right, let's hit it. Everybody's good? No, Doc is not doing anything. Why not? Hold on a second. Oh, right. We didn't select it. There we go. Okay, attack. Ronan says I'm looking pretty old now. Oh, Lord, me and Moo and Jaeger. I take it Yes, and Ronan, if you're joining us in progress, Brian is no longer with us, but he did not retire. He sacrificed his soul to put it into a Morthagi machine and to have it turn out basically Morthagi that had his conscience and his sense of honor and courage. Yeah, and as Jeannie says, looking old is great given the alternative. Who is Jeannie's mother? Unknown. Some relationship that Ronan had off camera. I've read about forests like these.
These trees are so thick, even the noonday sun can't reach the ground.
We haven't seen a single living thing, but I can't shake the feeling that we're being watched. Shh!
I see someone. Hide!
So they did. I really like the little artwork things. This is a cool scene. She looks sad. Maybe she's lost. Hello? Are you lost? Sorry, you nearly scared the life out of me. What are you doing here?
We could ask the same of you.
We're hunting the horned monsters that live here. I suppose we are here for the same thing, then. You came here by yourself to kill these vermin?
They're not vermin!
Or they weren't always this way. They might be lower than vermin now, but they were people once, and one of them was my ball and chain.
Evil sorcery stole your husband away?
Doc, that's making a hell of an assumption here. Just spouse could have been fine there. No sorcery, just words. Evil, slippery words. Hold on, let me just cop to that. What happened there is I was paying attention to just the phrase ball and chain, being like, that's not enough information. No one makes that mistake more than I do. Sorry, I feel like when I said that came off as judgmental. I make that mistake all the time. So sorry. Anyway. No sorcery, just words. Evil, slippery words. Words that filled his mind with dark thoughts and wicked cravings. I feel like it's important to, like, own your own, assumptions. Just that's all. He's too far gone now, my husband. The last time I saw him, all that was left in his eyes was some primal rage that terrified me. So, I suppose there's a monster in him instead of the man I knew. Oh, the things he's done now. I should have killed him then, but I was weak, and I let my emotions stay my blade. I am here to end this before he can hurt anyone else. Okay. Do we want to bring Kika with us? I mean, I certainly have an opinion, but let's open it up to chat. Poll. All right. Here we go. So, should Kika... Why is that spelled wrong? Should Kika come along? Question mark. Oops. Yes. No. All right. And we will open the poll. Jeannie's saying, I assume the mother of Jeannie is known, just not by us. Yeah, Ronan probably knows, since the kid has been, raised and joined the party. Probably came up in conversation once or twice. Ronan says, I need to do better. Oh, Mothoth has listed a new nickname, Ronan. Yeah, no, if anything, that was me reminding myself that, like, hey, if somebody indicates that they have, like, a special someone, and you don't know more than that, and then it's like, for me, it's like, how do you bridge that? Like, what do you ask? Like, so, husband, wife, just spouse? You just use spouse? Spouse sounds weird in, like, common conversation, because it's so, like, formal and legal. So, everyone votes yes. We will do yes. I will also note very quickly, that was also my vote as well, like, internally. It's like, Kika feels that she needs to do this, so, like, Kika should have a chance to do this. Thank you for your offer. Truly, I was not sure how I was going to manage this on my own. That's a lot of dudes. But we've got a lot of dudes on our side, so I think it's going to be just fine. Okay, so... Well, I mean, when in doubt, Doc can come up here and then stealth his way back. Although, like... Yeah, let's bring Force up here. We do not need to breach this door on the first turn. There's actually very little purpose in doing it. Okay, Kika, why don't you'll be along. If we identify who Kika's husband was, we will try to let her have the final swing if she wants. We'll just wait here, and then Cethaly can also come up here. And we'll just wait. No need to rush into this. Cethaly says, this is inspiring me to pick up my latest campaign this week. I think it's been almost 2 weeks, which is probably the longest I've gone Wildermythless since I got the game last summer. Interesting, you've been playing all along. That's very cool. Carolina says she was after all out there hunting already. Jeannie says, I broke the tie, but part of me is kind of disappointed we didn't keep the troll going. Sorry, chat. And then Mothoth says, it seems like the stories would vary a fair amount in different campaigns, Cecily. Is that the case? And then Markintosh has to go to sleep. Markintosh, have a great evening. I will say, Mothoth, that we saw in this campaign some straight-up repeats of story beats that we had seen in the first one, which was personally disappointing to me because it made it feel at the moment like, oh god, maybe there's fewer of these than I thought. But then we haven't seen a lot of repeats since then. So hopefully it keeps going with, like, new stuff. Because I really like the storytelling. Okay, Force. Breach, breach, breach. Okay, so Force's ability is to engage, so... yeah, I'd want to move up here, and then engage, well, probably this guy, so that this guy can't attack anybody else. Okay, now Doc can come in. Well, actually, sorry, I really didn't think that through, did I? Because now Doc is just going to come in and kill this guy. And then he's going to kill that guy. So it's a new party dynamic, everybody. It's going to take me a minute to figure out how this works. Okay, and then we can just, like, move Doc over here. All right. Now, Cecily. So, let's bring you... we can't... I want to stay behind Force. I want to make sure we don't take a lucky hit from somebody. Moo. Yeah, Moo, why don't you come up in here and you can probably... No, took cover. Interesting. All right. So, whoops. I did not mean to do that. So now Cecily's going to move over there. And Glomdy... yeah, why don't Glomdy come up here and maybe ignite right there. Gives a free interfuse blade. Oh, and then, yeah, Kika. I kind of forgot about Kika. Cecily says, Mothoth, yeah, a lot of the events, even if you've seen it before, will vary depending on the personalities. A couple of the campaigns also have branching and multiple endings. Oh, cool. Cecily says, my current run is actually a generic 5-chapter that I'm making as difficult as possible for myself. Jeannie's saying, I'm not a big fan of Engage, but I gotta say, it's kind of appropriate that Force's ability is, well, force you to fight her. Yeah, and hopefully, because Force has been in a couple streams previously, so hopefully she'll come in and, like, be able to make a choice for character. And if not, then, you know, we'll play it by ear. Okay, so... well, we can Fire Leash... yeah! Fire Leash right through those two guys. Okay. And that ends Glomdy's turn. So, you'd think, like, Force could do it, or... wait, what happened to Cecily? Oh, Cecily's right here. Okay, Cecily, can you do an interfuse with this shrine? And then Bone Lance right through this guy. Mystics do stupid damage. Like, they're super powerful. Okay, so now Force... look how much armor Force has just walking around. So, yeah, Father Fungus seems like a bad time all told. So we're going to do... oh, we can also do Throw Net. I haven't done that yet. So, yeah. Man, F that guy. And then engage this guy. Okay. Now, the trouble with Father Fungus is Father Fungus, his primary attack is Shadow Tongue, which is magic damage. So, we don't want to leave Force in there unattended for too long. But let's do a silk step with Doc. And I did hear banging coming from behind that door. Now... Oh, look at this. Yep. Come over here and take a nice shot at this guy if you can. Okay, Kika. I really don't want Kika to die, though. Okay, Force dodged. 1 armor shredded. 3 damage. Nah, she's good. She's fine. Alright, Force. So... Yeah, man. Come over here and hit this guy with your big sword. Okay. Kika, why don't you come over here and then shoot that guy? Oh, man, she's stunted and it still didn't kill him. Okay, so Glomdy probably has some sort of trick up their sleeve that'll allow him to... Nope. No. Huh. I really want to kill both of them. I possibly can. Alright, Cethaly. Do an interfuse here. And then do a constrict on... Let's do that. For some reason, I'm just more worried about the Bone Child, or Horn Child, whatever it's called. And now, Glomdy, can you... I really don't think that Glomdy can do anything in here. I don't think that they can get close enough to do something. Wait, what's this? Wait, no, this thing. It's like a cabinet. Oh, see, I didn't see that. I would have done the Splinter Blast instead. Well, whatever. Glomdy can now interfuse with that. And then, hopefully, just go ahead and blow up. Okay. And now, who am I? Moo. Moo can come all the way over here. So what's on fire? Oh, that's on fire. All right, well, that works out. And Moo does, in fact, get another move. So we're going to have Doc open the door. It's another Father Fungus and a Mushrox. We've dealt with these Mushrox before. Actually, I think Brian dealt with it before. So, Doc, why don't you come around here and attack from this angle, like that. Knocks all of his armor off. And now Moo can shoot her bow and knock the rest of it off. Whew. Really, the 1 point of damage. I don't think that Doc cares very much for you. Blam. All right. Let's see. Mothra is saying thanks to Cethaly for the explanation. Jeannie says that chosen is well on its way to being medium rare. Never mind, it's kebabs. Yeah, Flame Leash is a super cool ability. It's her walking around armor for force. Yes, indeed. Large pointy slabs of metal, they work. And C told you to be fine, Doc. Yeah, Doc is fine. Now, holy shit, this is a really good bow. Although it's +2 damage to Gorgons, which is not the best, because we're not actually fighting those. But we could give that to... Hey, you know what we've never had? We've never had a warrior with a bow. It's always been melee weapons. Yeah, let's mix it up. Also, Force was a recruit. That's right. Force didn't have parents here. Yeah, let's give this to Force. We've never done that before. The antler bow. Then again, wait. Force's whole thing is like getting right up in people's faces and doing No, I still like it, though. The antler bow. That's the last of them.
Aye, that village is still here.
The deepest have been dealt with. Yes, thank you. What will you do now? I don't know. There's nothing left for me in my village. I just can't go back to that life, knowing these creatures are out here. Let me come with you. I can be useful in a fight. I won't slow you down. I don't know why they're so shocked. Like, where did you come from, Force?
I don't know, Force. We really don't know this person. I say no.
And then Force would say, we're all called to our paths in different ways. You're welcome to join us, Kika. I want Kika to join, though. So, Kika's gonna join. We're gonna customize Kika. I don't know how yet. Who doesn't have a character at this point? I don't know. But I like having all of the characters. Welcome to Carynne's Rebirth, Kika. Thank you. It won't bring my beloved back, but maybe I can help others avoid that fate. Okay, yeah, no, I'm good with spending 2 legacy points. Okay, the deepest have been chastised. Chastened, whatever. Okay, so here's Kika. So we're gonna customize Kika. Wow, we get Kika at 45 years old. So hopefully she's got some life left to her. So also she's a level 0 hunter. I guess maybe they all start at level 0. And customize. Who do we? Is there anyone currently in chat? Like, I do a Caryluna, but Caryluna has specifically said, no, I do not want to have a character. Oh, hey, we could do a Markintosh. We don't have a Markintosh character. I know that he just went to sleep. Just look here. Alternatively, I'm just looking through, like, who is in chat right at the moment. I like the idea of doing a Marquak character. Because Marquak is very quiet. You never know that he's here. And that is very huntery, isn't it? So let's do a customize. And we're going to change this to Marquak. I'm going to make some adjustments to Kika here. Masculine. And as far as I know, if Marquak wants to speak up, we can adjust these things as we go. So, Caryluna says, hopefully she's got some life left in her at 45. I am 48, says Caryluna. Yeah, it's just only within the scope of the game. Time flat passes like a flicker in this game. So, let's make some adjustments. I don't really... Like, again, I don't know very much about how Marquak... We don't have anybody that looks like that yet. And what's good Marquak hair? Also, I don't think we have anybody that's blonde. We'll probably keep it blonde. Kind of like that. Oh, we do like tousled, like curly hair. I like this for Marquak. All right. And then for colors, I don't have any colors that come to mind. So we'll go with that for now. We'll mix it up later. All right, let's... Oh, and then we always... Hold on. Then we always read the little thing. Customize. Relationships history. There we go. Marquak grew up without much love or attention, mostly a pawn in his parents' ceaseless arguments. He would wake up early, leave the house, and not come back until the sun had set. He was once apprenticed at a smithy where his enthusiasm was always far greater than his skill. He appreciated the morbid thrills that battle could offer.
Oh, and look here. Marquardt once knew a great love until his beloved fell to the sway of the deepest. Unable to save them, Marquardt joined Carynne's Rebirth to help keep others from falling to false promises. That's cool. We don't have that before. All right. Done. All right. We have a very large party now. So we will continue to split people up as needed. Okay, so let's have... Oh, there's two areas back here. Okay, so let's do a scout for... God, I'm gonna have to, like... No. Close. So, let's have... Force and Cethily and Marquardt. But then again, they're all real new. There's not a lot of veterancy there, is there? Okay, so let's bring Moo. All right, so we'll do that. And then up here, we'll send... Oh, well, actually, we've got these three here. Yeah. Oh, I didn't search the area. Darn it. Okay. So this area is not infested. Oh, it is infested. So this is 8 + 1. Are these guys wounded in any way? Jägermeister is a little bit... Let me actually look here. Genie, Ronin, and Jägermeister. Guys, I think I want to patrol. I just, Oh, hold on. Turtle's all the way down. The day is calm. The scouting mission has discovered nothing dangerous. Having outdistanced his companions, Doc sits to rest. Does he sleep? Dream? Is it a vision? A metaphor? Or does a tortoise truly come and speak to him? He has seen somewhere before the patterns that swirl upon its shell.
Of course you have. This pattern is everywhere.
In the wind, in the stars, in the sea, in the storm. In the fire and the fern.
We have always been here. We hold up the earth and the sky and the storm. We protect the fern and the water and the wheat. You should understand that. You should protect others also. You're one of us. Can't you feel it?
Oh! Okay, this is it. This is where I can belong. Or sorry, Turtle, I'm not a joiner. Let's open this up to poll. /poll. Does Doc join Tortoise? Which might be misspelled. I can't actually see it. Yes. No. All right. And start poll. Cecily says, even on a slow tank, oops, hold on. Have a ranged option for when she can't get into the mix when one move is good. Yeah, that's sort of what I was thinking about it. I was thinking like, is it really going to come up if she's like rushing up to people and like engaging? But she can't do that every turn. And there would be benefit in engaging one foe and then shooting another to make it dead. Somebody that's like outside of her current range. So I was thinking about those sorts of scenarios. Oh, guys, we are out of time. So we're going to actually make this choice, and then we're going to have to save it. So we'll see how this turns out, but then it'll be time for Kyber Shards. We're going to find somebody fun to raid, and then we're going to be joining More Than a Mia in Discord for the latest episode of Kyber Shards. Okay, wow, 5 people said yes. Okay, let's do it. So no matter what happens next, if it's a combat or whatever, like we're going to finish the story beat. Well, you can't save in the middle of a story beat. Well, let's not even try. We're just going to do it. Yes.
Are you sure I'm the one that you want? Your choices throughout your lifetime have fitted you for this task.
You were not born a guardian, but you have molded yourself into one, moment by moment, day by day. You are worthy to join the fellowship I speak for. Do you accept?
Yes, absolutely. What happens now?
While you live, nothing. Continue as you have been. After your death, we will discuss this matter further.
Do I become a tortoise?
The precise form is open for negotiation.
That almost makes it sound as though you Guardians are all around, throughout the world, everywhere.
It does, doesn't it? Be well, Doc. We will speak again one day. Hey, Doc, you've been napping on the job?
No, did you see
That's a pretty cool tortoise shell pendant. Did you just find it here?
No, it's kind of a long story. Someday I'll tell you.
Hey, you got some health out of it. And a new destiny. Plus health and also afterlife destiny. Okay, he found a special pendant. This is going to replace whatever this was. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. This is clearly something very meaningful to him, so he will get this. And there we go. Okay, and that is all the time we have. Wow, that is perfect timing. You guys, thank you very, very much for joining us for this episode of Wildermyth. We will see you next episode for the conclusion of Campaign 2. Now, as a quick note, will you see us next episode for the start of Campaign 3? I honestly don't know. I think that there would be time for it on the clock. However, next Monday is going to be particularly unpredictable due to a few things. It's actually a holiday, but we do have something else planned. So it might be a particularly short episode of Kybershards. Look at me. Of Wildermyth. And also, just something to consider. How would you guys feel like when we were talking about doing a campaign with characters inspired by Kyber Shards? It would not change the fact that chat would frequently vote on things, and we might even ask like, hey, Caroluna, hey, Moo, hey, Marquak, hey, Genie, can you run this character and make choices for this character? But it would, I really like the idea of having a very broad foundation of legacy characters to bring in, and then we get to see, how does Mia interact with Ronan? How does Force interact with, Blobby Bard? How does, I really want to bring Stormlander in early into a campaign so that he has more time with more people, stuff like that. So it's sort of one of the ideas we were kicking around for Campaign 3. I always knew that we wanted Campaign 2 to focus on a brand new crew, and whether or not we sort of do a mix and match or what for Campaign 3 remains a little bit up in the air. So let's quit to the main page here, and the next thing we're going to do is find somebody fun to raid, but it'll be a quick raid and run as we go into Discord to join Mia for the latest episode of Kyber Shards. Fox McCloud says I'm too late. Yes, but we will see you again next Monday if you want to hang out then. Chuck Norris characters votes Fox McCloud. Speaking of which, what time do you usually start? On Mondays, it's usually between 5 and 5:30 Eastern time in the evening here. Motha says thank you for the stream. Yeah, thank you guys. And boy, a somber farewell to Brian. That was a cool ending for his character. I'm glad that he made that choice. We could have left it up to chat to see if somebody else did it, but I like the fact that Brian was here and got to go out on his own terms and to do something cool and unique and something that may have reverberations elsewhere in the story that we don't yet know about. It was very cool. So with that, thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a great night.